This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, along with our co-host, Shelley Brown, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. Shelley and I are also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. And with us in studio, we have Kari Phillips from Southern Fidelity Mortgage. She's their number 1 loan officer. She has a bachelor's in marketing and an MBA. The article describes a woman who owns a home here, a condo, and she's having a difficult time getting the permit to lease it out short term. Now, first of all, in the city, the rules for the city for rentals are that if you're going to rent the home for less than 30 days, you need a special permit to do so. Now, you might say, well, why are they doing that? What's the big deal? Well, if you're paying attention to AirBNB or these other online...
Or VRBO,
any one of these places, these people will allow you to lease your home out just for a couple days or a week. And what happens here in Las Vegas in particular, and I'm sure it happens in other cities too, we've heard about it in San Francisco, people have a wonderful party till all hours of the night because they're in Vegas and they ain't sleeping, and all the neighbors have to pay a price for that party. One of the elements in the article discusses, particularly in Las Vegas, where our hotel rooms generate so much revenue for us. This is competition for those guys. Mm-hmm. This is a big deal competition for those guys. How do we feel about that? How does our government feel about the fact that they can tax a hotel room, but they're not going to tax these?
Well, but that's why they wanted to get a permit.
Exactly. So there's part of the thing that we have to understand.
All goes back to the tax thing.
Right.
Oh,
well, ultimately it does.
Yeah.
But it's a different clientele. When you take a hotel, you want room service, you want all of the things that go with staying in a hotel.
These are the things that we're confronted with, and it's difficult to obtain these licenses, and it's a new thing too. I mean, she's upset that it's taking her so long to get it. She still doesn't have it, as far as I know.
Well, she doesn't have it. She's making a payment on it, and she has no income coming in to cover the payment.
Right, I understand. But she should have probably done a little diligence before doing it.
You think?
Maybe she should have thought about that before she bought it as this type of a rental. Most people who do this are very innocently just going on vacation, looking for quiet time, so forth and so on. But here's the problem. Here's the question. Let's say you have a house, and it leases out 52 times a year, 52 weekends. How many weekends are acceptable? How many times is it acceptable for me to lose sleep as a neighbor of that home? How many times are okay? Because a certain percentage of those people won't be like you or I, where they're going to be partiers. And as a neighbor, I mean, there's ordinances and there's protection, but do I have to call the police every time? Because they don't know them. They live in Indiana. They don't know what's going on here.
I think then that
they
comes
think it's
down,
Vegas and let's party.
I think it comes down to the management company or the person doing, or the owner, to set up the rules, expectations, get additional deposits up front, so that maybe even just detracts those potential partiers to do the right thing. And then you have even a smaller, percentage that will be the obnoxious.
Okay, so maybe the county or the city or whomever does have to say, though, owner, you're not smart enough to do it, so we're going to tell you these are some of the restrictions.
Right.
What do you think?
And or fine the owner.
Yes.
And or hit the owner up with a fine, because the owner should ultimately be responsible. The city of Las Vegas has this permit program for short-term rentals. And if you want to lease for anything for less than 30 days, you need to acquire a permit to do so. Clark County, the incorporated area of Clark County, doesn't have it. You cannot lease for less than 30 days. End of story. That's the way the Clark incorporated. North Las Vegas has no rules at all. They have no rules.
Good luck, Las Vegas.
If you want to own a property in North Las Vegas, you can do this. I wouldn't count on that being that way for much longer, though.
No, I think they'll fix that.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with hosts Harvey Blankfeld and Shelley Brown. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.